Father Ambrose was a man of God, or so he seemed. With his gentle smile and soothing voice, he was revered by his congregation. But behind the pious facade lurked a secret life, a life of deceit and desire. Beneath his clerical collar, a different man resided. A man who craved the forbidden, the thrill of the chase. His days were spent delivering sermons, offering solace, and guiding his flock. But his nights were filled with clandestine rendezvous, stolen moments of passion. He courted women from all walks of life, the devout parishioner seeking spiritual guidance, the lonely widow yearning for companionship, the young and impressionable girl. He was a master of disguise, slipping seamlessly between his sacred role and his sinful pursuits. One such encounter was with a young woman named Anya. She was drawn to his wisdom and kindness, unaware of the darkness that lurked beneath his pious exterior. Their meetings were clandestine, filled with stolen glances and hushed whispers. As their relationship deepened, Father Ambrose found himself torn between his spiritual duties and his worldly desires. The guilt gnawed at him, but the allure of forbidden love was too strong to resist. Anya, once enamored by the priest's charm, grew increasingly possessive and jealous. She couldn't bear the thought of him with another woman. Her jealousy fueled her actions, and she began to dig deeper into his secret. "Father Ambrose, I've seen you with other women," Anya accused, her voice filled with anger and betrayal. "You're not the holy man you pretend to be." Ambrose was taken aback. "Anya, you're mistaken," he stammered. "There's nothing going on." But Anya wasn't convinced. She had evidence, letters, stolen glances, and late-night rendezvous. She threatened to expose him to the congregation, to the bishop, to the entire world. Meanwhile, a nosy neighbor, Mrs. Eldritch, had noticed the unusual comings and goings at the rectory. She was a woman with a sharp eye and an even sharper tongue. She had seen the mysterious women, the late-night visits, and the hurried departures. "I'll get to the bottom of this," she muttered to herself, her eyes gleaming with suspicion. Then there was the suspicious parishioner, a young man named Thomas. He had always been a bit of a skeptic, and he had noticed a change in the priest's behavior. He was distant, preoccupied, and often seemed distracted during confession. Thomas began to investigate, following the priest's every move. One fateful night, Thomas, the suspicious parishioner, caught Father Ambrose red-handed. He was with a woman, their laughter echoing through the night. Thomas, seizing the opportunity, demanded a significant sum of money to keep the secret. Father Ambrose, caught red-handed, was speechless. He knew his carefully constructed facade had crumbled. "I need you to keep quiet," the priest pleaded, his voice trembling. "I'll pay you well." He reached into his pocket, but before he could offer any bribe, Mrs. Eldritch emerged from the shadows. Well, she sneered, "look what we have here." With a triumphant smirk, Mrs. Eldritch exposed the truth to the entire congregation. The once revered priest was now a pariah, his reputation shattered. The bishop, upon hearing the allegations, convened a tribunal. After a thorough investigation, they found the priest guilty of misconduct and dismissed him from his priestly duties. The once respected man of God was now a disgraced figure, forced to live with the consequences of his actions. Secret actions, even if intended to be private, can have far-reaching consequences, impacting not only the individual but also their community, family, and those who placed their trust in them.